A quote-unquote nonpartisan voter registration organization is actually a Democrat get-out-the-vote machine. What is up, people, the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video, and today it is time that we talk about this bombshell report that dropped yesterday. That is right. Last night at around 6 p.m. Eastern, we had this bombshell report that stated a quote-unquote nonpartisan voter registration organization was actually a Democrat get-out-the-vote machine. That is right. A quote-unquote nonpartisan group. Turns out they were affiliated heavily with Democrats, and it essentially was a vote machine for the Democrat Party. Now, before we continue with today's bombshell video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody. So let me be 100% clear about all of this. This is based on the findings of a conservative watchdog group called Capital Research Center. And let me be clear, alright? There's a possibility that this could theoretically be wrong. It could be debunked, all of it. But as of now, no one has debunked it. So let's get into it. A group presenting itself as a nonpartisan voter registration organization worked to help Democrats win elections in 2020, according to a new report by the CRC, which is the Capital Research Center, exclusively obtained by the Daily Caller News Foundation. The organization, called Voter Registration Project, was commissioned by now White House Deputy Chief of Staff John Podesta, funded by top left-wing donors, and specifically aimed at winning election victories for Democrats, the CRC alleges in the report. That is right, everyone. They have proof that this nonpartisan organization, which, mind you, this is a serious allegation, that they're actually a left-wing group that's whole purpose is helping Democrats win elections. Although the VRP describes itself as nonpartisan, it particularly targeted demographics likely to vote for Democrats and hired left-wing consultants, leading to 5.1 million new voter registrations since 2015, according to its website. 5 million voters, and let's just say half of them voted. Well, that's around what, 2.5 million voters? And if they all voted, let's say, Democrat in 2020, there's a good shot that alone pushed the election towards Biden. This is why this is a serious allegation. This isn't like 5 people down the street. This is 5 million voters. And you look at who the demographics are of these voters, I wonder how they're going to vote. But anyways, encouraging qualified voters to exercise their right to vote is a noble purpose, served by legitimate nonpartisan, nonprofit organizations and community leaders around the country. Lawyers Democracy Fund Executive Director Lisa Dixon, who is not involved in the CRC's report, told the Daily Caller. But when supposedly nonpartisan organizations conduct get-out-the-vote efforts in a manner that seems designed to benefit one political party, voters are rightly skeptical of how fair and nonpartisan such efforts are. And that's a fair point. Like, it's one thing to say, okay, maybe the demographics was a bit more Democrat, but you could just say there's more unregistered voters that are, Democrat leaning, whatever. You can make that argument. But when you look at the demographics of this, these voters are registering, you realize, wait a minute here. They're targeting Democrat voters. The CRC highlights left-wing PAC's Mind the Gap's promotion of Everybody Votes, a covert name for voter registration project, in a memo obtained by Vox. MTG is a California-based super PAC formerly led by disgraced alleged fundraiser Sam Bankman-Fried's mother, Barbara Fried, who helped write the memo advising the optimal strategy for allocating funds to support Democratic victories. Yeah, so we have proof. That alone is proof that these super PACs that have unlimited money was in contact with this nonpartisan group. And you just scroll down here with who they registered. Everybody Votes registered 5.1 million voters, 76% of whom were people of color, since its inception in 2015, according to its website. Further, 56% were women and 46% were under the age of 35. Oh yeah, that's right. In a country that's still, 60% white? They had 76% non-white. And almost a majority were people under the age of 35, with the vast majority being women. Doesn't this sound kind of just a quick, just think for a second. But that's not all. The VRP provided Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden between 1 million and 2.7 million votes, the CRC estimates. That alone would swing the election towards Trump. This is why this is a serious allegation. And again, I hope that they just say, oh, actually it was just, a coincidence. But you cannot tell me with a straight face 76% of the registrations were Democrat voters. At least. You can't tell me with a straight face, this seems very legitimate and totally, not helping Democrats. Oftentimes, you see these organizations speak almost in code, and the code is specifically designed to make it seem as though they are targeting underrepresented minority groups or others. Honest Elections Project Executive Director Jason Sneed, who was not involved in the CRC's report, told the Daily Caller. But when you put it all together, you can see the picture that they're painting is an effort to target primarily voters that are going to be voting for Democratic candidates and politicians. And so that's how supposedly nonpartisan nonprofit groups will then turn around and act in very partisan ways. There is strong support for the notion that Everybody Votes blueprint is rooted by a plan by Quarter Partners, a progressive consulting firm. I mean, you just keep digging into this and you realize, wait a minute, you have progressive consulting firms, you have super PACs that gave exclusively to Democrats, you have lifelong Democrats in charge. It's like, do the math. Notably, the email subject line bore VR, while the body mentioned new C3 version, indicating it was an updated charitable iteration of a prior voter registration plan. Even though the verbiage in the new C3 version of the plan tried to camouflage its partisan goal of election victories for Democrats, the meat of the report, its voter data and fundraising recommendations, remained the same, and these elements became the Everybody Votes campaign. This has to be illegal. You cannot tell me there is not a law in the book with the FEC or something that you can't just claim to be nonpartisan, but only get progressive consulting firms. I mean, this works both ways, of course, but you can't tell me that this is nonpartisan. Everybody Votes plan ultimately appeared strikingly similar to Quarter Partners, even focusing on numerous overlapping swing states. According to CRC's report, both targeted a total of 8 states, with 6 of them being the same: Arizona, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, and Nevada. Nevada, Georgia, Arizona. Those are 3 critical swing states. And that's 3 of their major targets. The plan's budgets differed by just $1 million, with figures of $105 and $106 million respectively, according to the report. Additionally, the anticipated new vote projections were 2.4 to 2.2 million. I mean, at some point, somebody's got to get in trouble. There is proof. Like, this isn't just, hey, like a tiny, coincidence here and there. They straight up copied and pasted left-wing groups' plans. And also, you look at who is giving the VRP money. George Soros. Warren Buffett. I mean, these are not your conservative people. You also have venture funds that has connections to the Democrat Party. They've been funding tens of millions of dollars. This is just, how can people look at this and say, yes, this is a very nonpartisan group? And I do believe that this has to violate something. Because there is enough proof here to say, this is not nonpartisan. You have consultants for the Democrat Party. You have progressive consulting firms. You have big donors of the Democrat Party funding you. And to top it off, you got some of the biggest names in the Democrat Party running the operation. And you also have copy and pasted Democrat plans for winning an election. This is serious. And the GOP has to get their act together. And if the Democrats get away with it, do the same. Start your own nonpartisan group. If Democrats get away with it, do the same. Force them to, that's illegal. Just do the exact same thing they did. Word for word. Copy Republican plans. Get big donors from the GOP. Everything. Because it's clear nobody's going to get in trouble for this. Even though I would assume it's illegal to claim to be nonpartisan. But this is not just a small, organization. They showed there were upwards of 5 million new Democrats, nearly the entire popular vote for Biden, that were registered by these people. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.